Now, 13 News starts with breaking news.
Good evening. 2 people are dead and 1 is in critical condition after a chemical emergency at a plant in Kanawha County. We're also learning from officials that more than 20 others have been treated or evaluated following this chemical release at Catalyst Refiners and Institute. Officials say the incident happened just after 9:30 this morning. Here's a picture of the map on your screen where crews were in the process at the time of shutting down operations and cleaning out equipment. That's when we're told a chemical reaction involving nitric acid created a release of hydrogen sulfide gas, overcoming workers almost instantly inside the facility. And we heard from officials earlier this afternoon that employees rushed in to pull their co-workers out as first responders arrived within minutes. A shelter-in-place was issued and multiple agencies responded as hazmat teams continue to assess the scene. The plant is just off First Avenue South and the Institute exit. According to the Kanawha County Commission, the plant manufactures silver catalyst, which is used for selective oxidation. So at this time, we can confirm again that 2 people have died, with a total of anywhere from 35 to 45 employees being treated across 3 hospitals. The employees are being treated for a chemical mix of M2000A and nitric acid. This is a pulmonary irritant that gets into and coats the lungs, keeping oxygen from getting into the bloodstream. The long-term effects of exposure are still unknown. We do have team coverage for you this evening. We're told this remains an active investigation with state and federal agencies expected to get involved, and officials are still working to determine exactly what went wrong. So let's begin with our 13 News anchor Jackson Rosinski. He joins us now live. He's digging into what officials are saying, including new details from that press conference earlier about what led up to the leak and what crews are doing right now. Jackson, can you bring us up to speed?
Yeah, Marilee, Kanawha County commissioners and Kanawha County emergency management members addressed that ongoing situation at Catalytic Refiners Incorporated earlier today. What we know right now is that 2 people have died and over 20 other people are being treated in the hospital now, along with 7 EMS workers also being treated as well. Now, when that leak was reported around 9:30 earlier this morning, emergency management officials say employees at the chemical plant sprung into action wearing respirators and pulled out employees on site who were affected before first responders even got there. That chemical leak was caused by a routine cleaning, but it is believed that a chemical reaction occurred involving nitric acid and M2000A, creating hydrogen sulfide.
Say first, my sympathies to the families and the workers, heartfelt sympathies. But on the other side of me says I'm very proud of the responders. I get choked up talking about it. As always, they work together. We do it every day, but today they stood up to the plate and did it even better.
Emergency management officials say the way first responders and employees knew they were affected by the gas was by the smell on their clothes and the smell in the air. The company who runs the plant, Ames Goldsmith, released a statement saying they are deeply saddened by the events that took place today and are working with local, state, and federal agencies to determine the exact cause of the incident. Now, Governor Patrick Morrisey will be here around 5 o'clock to meet with emergency management officials. He'll also host his own press conference with updated information as well at 6 o'clock. We'll, of course, get those latest details for you coming up on 13 News at 6. But for now, live at Kanawha County Metro, Jackson Rosinski for Good Day at 4.
Jackson, thanks so much. We'll also hang with us because we'll have a quote from the governor he released to us earlier today. In the meantime, let's go now to our 13 News reporter, Sarah Davis. Sarah, I know you arrived on scene moments after this leak was reported. You could smell the odor in the air this morning in really a busy stretch of the Kanawha Valley, right near West Virginia State University nonetheless. How have things changed since this morning?
Yeah, Marilee, the scene does look, feel, smell, and sound completely different than it did when I first got here just before 10 o'clock this morning. When I first got here, like you said, I could smell that odor. It hit me right in the face. It smelled very similar to a skunk-like odor, and there were also emergency crews everywhere. There were sirens. We had emergency sirens coming from the area in the air and also on the ground as emergency crews were driving down Route 25 here, which is still closed behind me, to get to the scene. And I did also get 2 alerts. I got one alert saying that there was a shelter in place happening right after 10 a.m. and that we had to evacuate the area. But since then, that has been lifted and we were able to get a little bit closer to where the scene is actually happening, where the road is closed off. And I got that clearance just about an hour ago that we were able to get a little bit closer. And like you said, for most of the day, we have been beside West Virginia State University. And we did speak with the president, Eric Cage, and he said that he's just thankful for the situation. They were for the response in that situation, I should say, they were on lockdown as well for a couple of hours, but that has since been lifted as well. Take a listen.
I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to all of the West Virginia State community for really coming together to get through this moment of tragedy. But I also want to thank all the members of our community, whether it be our emergency response, our state leaders, for really reaching out to make sure that we were okay here at West Virginia State University. It really does speak to the spirit of collegiality and the spirit of community that exists here in West Virginia.
And like I said, the road is still closed behind me. We have seen multiple cars having to take complete U-turns behind me to get to the other side because, like I said, they are not letting anyone through. And even though that shelter in place has been lifted, it is still very much an active scene, Marilee.
Sarah, thank you. We're going to check back with you a little bit later in this show. Now, to the impact this is having on people, we know some individuals are being treated. 13 News reporter Savannah Young joins us now from CAMC Memorial Hospital. Savannah, what are you seeing there?
Yeah, Marilee, I'm outside CAMC Memorial Hospital here in Kanawha City. I'm right outside the emergency area. All day today we have been here, we've been stationed, we've been trying to get updates, and we saw a yellow tent that was kind of right in this area over here earlier with a bunch of nurses and doctors dressed in full gear, protective gear, so that anybody who was exposed to this chemical that they were treating, they were also protected from being exposed as well. Those with the hospital told me 12 patients that were exposed to this chemical were here treated today, 1 in critical condition. They also said that they did receive some people coming in who were in the area of where this all took place, who wanted to get checked out, felt maybe they were exposed to this, so they came in as well. So they had a big response today. They've been working hard all day. That's what we know for now. As for the condition of these patients that were treated here today, that remains to be seen. So when we have those updates, we will get those out to you. In Kanawha City, I'm Savannah Young for 13 News.
All right, Savannah, thanks so much. We do know from that earlier press conference that at least 21 people have either been transported or sought medical attention following this incident, and we've also been told that there's a chance that number could increase. So, of course, we'll keep you posted. Savannah, thanks so much. We're going to go now to WVU Medicine Thomas Hospital in South Charleston, where people are also being treated. That's another one of the hospitals. Delaney Wells joins us now with more. Delaney, what are you seeing there?
Well, I've been at Thomas Hospital since around 11:45 this morning, and when I first got here, Kanawha County ambulances were just lined up this street. Now, I heard Savannah talk about that yellow tent at CAMC. If you look behind me, there is another one, a decontamination tent here that will reduce the number of contaminants that come into the hospital to clean off that chemical that we heard that was M2000A and nitric acid. Earlier, I spoke with Dr. Tom Takubo that says there were 7 patients that had been treated at Thomas, 4 arrived in an EMS, and 3 were walk-ins. He says according to what the DEP told him, if a patient is asymptomatic, they need to be treated at the hospital for 6 hours. But if they have pre-existing lung conditions like COPD or asthma, they need to be here for at least 24 hours. He said that this chemical is a pulmonary irritant, and it gets into the lungs, coats the lungs, and keeps oxygen from getting into the bloodstream. And at the time I talked to him, which was around at 2:15 this afternoon, he said no patients have been in critical condition, and he is prepared for the number of patients to rise throughout the day.
So far, nobody critical here at Thomas. The recommendations that we're getting from the DEP is that if you are asymptomatic, that they want us to observe for at least 6 hours. If you have any pre-existing lung conditions, at least 24 hours.
He says that patients have been coming in with skin irritation and wheezing, and they've been treating them with breathing treatments and steroids that can affect the lungs. And he says delayed exposure to this chemical can worsen quickly, so we will keep you updated with the latest information. Live in South Charleston, Delaney Wells, 13 News.
Okay, Delaney, thanks so much. And as Jackson mentioned earlier, we're waiting to hear more from Governor Patrick Morrisey, but in the meantime, he did release this statement earlier today saying that residents in the surrounding area should continue to follow the personal protective measures issued by Kanawha County for further safety guidance and updates. He went on to say that we are working around the clock with local officials to ensure this incident is contained and that all necessary state resources are on the ground to protect the community. Also, Senator Shelley Moore Capito weighing in, saying that I am grateful to our local first responders and emergency personnel who are on the scene working quickly to contain the incident and keep residents and workers safe. In the meantime, my office is staying in contact with state and local officials, and I encourage those in the affected area to follow any and all guidance from officials as we continue to learn more. Folks, this is a developing story we have been following since the news broke. Stay with us. We're going to check back in with our team coverage a little bit later in this hour and throughout the evening.